Hey everyone, Jared here, and I want to talk today a bit about time and responsibilities. This is sort of a follow-up to something that I had talked about, probably a few months ago, and I just wanted to sort of pick up where I left off. And the conversation is basically about time and responsibilities. For any of you watching this, you're pretty much guaranteed to be a hardcore gamer. I doubt very many of you watching or who are subscribed to the channel are actually casual gamers, and there's nothing wrong with that. Awesome, I thank you, I really appreciate the subs. But what I'm curious for today anyways, find out is your age group. Are you like at school? Are you living at home with your parents? Or are you actually working? Are you living by yourself? Do you have a significant other? Are you married? Do you have children? And the reason for this is because it pertains directly to the topic at hand, which is time and responsibilities. Over the last 3 weeks, I have been going certifiably insane because I've been working from around 7:30 in the morning to around 7 o'clock at night. And so these 12-hour shifts have been brutal. It takes me about an hour to get home, so that pops, the time to 8. By the time I cook with Serena, because she finishes at around 6:30ish, so by the time either she gets in or I get in, we start cooking and we sit down and eat. You're talking that, and then I do the dishes. It's usually around what? Let's say 9:30, and then we both come to the couch right here, what you're seeing here, and we collapse, and we just watch maybe like one show, and that's it. Then I'm finished, I'm wiped out, I gotta go to bed. So I go to bed. So where does that leave gaming in my life? Well, it doesn't leave it anywhere, because I have no time. There is absolutely no time for me to play video games outside of taking some time off of work. And I'm actually going to be doing that because of the channel. I want to make sure that I can keep the content going. I love the interaction, and it's funny, but this channel has almost replaced my gaming time at all, because any free chance I have now, I grab a retro game, put it in, set up the capture equipment, and record some footage of a game that I've played a billion times, and away I go. And then I do a little quick review, or I'll do a vlog, or I'll do whatever, and that's pretty much all she wrote. That's all I have time for. And it's interesting because as I'm moving up in the workplace and I'm gaining more and more responsibilities, obviously it's taking more and more and more time away from me for my free time. And I was thinking that, if I have a child and I throw that on top of what I'm already doing, my goodness, I don't even know if I would be able to do or have a YouTube channel because of the amount of time. And it makes me really think, maybe that's why I'm not enjoying this current generation as much. Like the PS3 and Xbox 360 generation it started off so strong. I was really into it. And then it dramatically changed as I got my new position at work, and I started getting more and more responsibilities, started taking YouTube far more serious to make all these videos for you guys. And I started to sort of fall out of touch with it, because obviously if you don't have time to play the games, you can't really enjoy them to the same level. Or if you're just playing them strictly to blast through them for review purposes, you're not like taking it all in. And I think that's the problem I'm having right now with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One in particular. Even the Wii U to a slightly lesser degree, because I played a little bit more on that. But still, it's still definitely relevant. So with these three platforms, I have not had the same amount of time. I mean, I can't tell you, I've had Assassin's Creed Unity, Guilty Gear Xrd, I think is how they pronounce it, and Little Big Planet 3 for months, and I have not had the chance to really take the time, relax, and enjoy any of those games. And whether or not I will ever get to remains to be seen. But I find that it's interesting, like as you get older and you gain more and more and more responsibilities. Like I said, I don't even have children. I can only imagine if I had children. I don't know what would happen. But it's kind of sad because I don't want to lose that sort of, not passion, but the appeal of gaming. There's a reason why I like to get lost in a video game. It's so that I can shut out the rest of the world. It's like watching a really good movie, where you can just lose yourself in this game world. And I have not been able to do that for such a long time now. And I'm sort of losing track of the modern day video games because of that, because I'm like, well, that game looks all right, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, you start to develop this sort of disconnect between what you felt for these games and the way you're starting to feel for them. Now, that's not to say I'm running away or anything like that. Not at all. I think now I'm really going to have to start to plan more my time. Saturdays are already like exclusively devoted to YouTube. That's where I do all the recording for YouTube. If I can during the week, like this week, I'm going to make it an effort. I will be leaving work. I'm supposed to leave work at 4 o'clock. I'm going to make it, I'm going to plan to get the hell out of work as early as I possibly can this week because I really want to enjoy some games. I want to play Little Big Planet 3 for me. I really do. I enjoy that series. I don't know if it's good or bad. I haven't read anything. But I just want to experience that game for myself. Bloodborne's coming out. That looked really interesting. The Order 1886, I think it is. That appeals to me, that steampunk sort of shooter thing. I would like to try that. And Microsoft's got a bunch of games. Nintendo's got a bunch of games coming out. Now, I know I've slowed down dramatically in the purchasing of games, but it's sad because like Resident Evil, I really want to go back and play that, man. That HD remaster of the GameCube remake, or well, RE remake, Resident Evil remake. I would love to play that, but we'll see. So what about you guys? What's happening with you in your life right now in terms of time in video games? Do you feel the same as me, that like the longer you sort of stay away from the modern games, the more you sort of start to develop almost like a disconnect with the current generation? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. And anyways, that's it, guys. I just wanted to have just a little conversation about time and responsibilities, and how I find as I'm getting older, I'm getting less and less time. And it's really unfortunate because just like going to see a really good movie, I don't ever want to lose that appeal of playing a really good game. I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to play, if I have a kid or two, obviously I won't be able to play Final Fantasy 100-hour type of things, but I would really still love to be able to go and experience my Uncharted's, games like that, and take it all in. And I really hope I don't ever lose that, because if I could just devote an hour a day to myself would be nice, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think of the subject. And that's pretty much it for now. So I'll see you in the next video.